Hello students, welcome to our new normal class, school year 2021-2022. So I am Tomas Francisco G. Manara and I am be your teacher in empowerment technology. Are you excited? Great. So let's start to discuss the lesson 1, which is the current state of ICT technology. So at the end of this lesson, you class will be able to, number one, is to define the information and communication technology. Second is to determine the www, or what we call the World Wide Web. Third is the list the trend in information and communication technology. And lastly, to appreciate or recognize the ICT in the Philippines. So let's start to discuss what is information and communication technology. So when you say ICT, it is refers to the use of communication technology such as laptop, smartphones, tablet, telephone, internet, and etc. to send, to save, and to edit information. So many inventors do a lots of gadgets to use to communicate other people if they are not here, if they are in other abroad or other towns, so we can communicate them. And also the ICT we can use to save a file, to save information, and to edit information. Okay, next is the ICT in the Philippines. The use of ICT technology spread into entire country nowadays, even in the rural area. So before, the ICT is only for the urban places, or yung tinatawag natin yung mga city, mga poblasyon. And now, ngayon po, nandito na po sa mga bukirin. Meron na po silang ICT or mga connection. Okay? So according to the Rappler blog site, there are 119 million mobile phone subscriptions for the total of 101 million and 47 million active Facebook account. Bakit po kaya ng dami-dami po nagpe-Facebook at gumagamit po ng mga mobile phones? So ito po ang sagot po natin. So nowadays, nung nagusto na po ang technology, ito na po lagi ang kinabangan ng mga tao, even the child. Kasi nalulungkot kami ngayon, even yung mga bata, cellphone na lang sila. Wala na yung dating laro sa kalye, laro sa labas. Ngayon, nagsa-cellphone na sila, nanonood na lang sila ng Coco Melon. So the Philippines is the fastest growing up market in Southeast Asia and the highest digital population in the world. So syempre hindi po papatalo ang Pilipinas dyan. So ang Pilipinas daw siya yung pinaka-fastest growing up sa buong Southeast Asia. Kasama natin sa Southeast Asia ay ang Thailand, Cambodia, Indonesia, and many more. So, it is also the highest digital population. So, balik tayo dun sa based dun sa Rappler blog site niya, which is 119 million po ang meron po mobile phone subscription. So, hindi po natin nabibigla na tayo po ang mas maraming digital population sa mundo. So, the top online activities are social media, videos, online mobile games, location-based search, and online shopping. So, unahin natin yung social media. Ano ba yung ginagamit nating mga social media? Kagaya ng Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many more. So, what about yung videos naman? So, nandyan si YouTube, si Netflix, and other video app. What about yung online mobile games? Ito karamihan sa mga bata ay patok ito sa mga online games. Meron po tayong yung larong Call of Duty, Mobile Legend, and many more. Next is the location-based search. Pag sinabing location-based search, ito po yung pag-example, yung paghahanap po tayo ng mga lugar. So, sa-search natin, saan pa tayo dadaan, saan ba tayo liliko. So, nandyan si Waze, nandyan si Google Map. At the same time, and lastly, the online shopping, which is the Shopee at si Lazada. So, ito po ang halos po na mga activity or halos po na mga app na ginagamit ng mga Pilipino. So, staying connecting with loved ones, friends, and relatives, it is a fundamental need for Filipino. So, sabi nga sa Pilipino, yung mga Pilipino po kasi they are loving. Kahit na relatives man yan, kahit mga kaibigan mo, kahit loved ones mo nga, hindi mo nga papatulan eh. So, kahit na malayo loved ones mo, at least meron tayong magagamit na mobile phones to use, communicate, and many more. So, ngayon, dahil sa pandemya, karamihan sa atin, namimiss na natin yung reunion. So, nakakancel na po yung reunion. Kasi po, bawal po ang mass gathering. So, ang ginagawa po nila is through video call po or video chat. So, sa chat po, dun po, kahit na malayo-layo po tayo, dun na tayo mag-meet sa Zoom or dun sa Google Meet. Okay? So, let's talk about the WW or the World Wide Web. So, it is also known as a W3, introduced by the Tim Wither-Lee. So, it consists of different pages that are formatted in a markup language called the HTML. So, when you say HTML, the hypertext markup languages. So, ito po yung nagbubuo dun sa website. So, pag ni-right click mo po yung website, tapos makikita mo yung properties, ayun, makikita mo na yung HTML. And the link to each other that contains text, graphics, multimedia, files, and hyperlinks, and etc. So, ano ba yung www? So, ito po yon yung web page na tinatawag natin. Kasi napapansin nyo, pag sinesearch natin sa Facebook sa web page or dun sa Google, meron siyang una na www. Si Twitter, meron din. Lahat po ng mga apps or yung mga site, meron po silang www sa unahan. So, let's talk about the Web 1.0. When you say 1.0, this is the first development of World Wide Web, where the web pages are static. Pag sinabing static, it is a flat po or stationary page lang po siya. And it cannot be manipulated by the user. So, kung sino lang po gumawa dun sa site na yon, siya lang yung parang gagawa doon or mag-manipulate doon. Ang user lang po ay titignan lang po yung site. So, yan po yung Web 1.0. So, makikita dun sa diagram is parang step lang siya. Parang isa lang. Okay? So, si producer, pinuduce niya yung site, and then si consumer, titignan niya lang po. Hindi niya po ma-manipulate yung site na ginawa ni producer. So, yan po si Web 1.0. So, example ni web is email. So, si email. At the same time, si Web 1.0 is also known as the HTML din siya. or the hyperlink markup language. So next is the Web 2.0. So itong web na ito ay dynamic web page where the user can interact with page. So dun sa Web 1.0, di ba sabi doon, titignan niya lang, can only read the site. So dito sa Web 2.0, si user pwede siya makipag-interact sa page. Just like creating a user account, posting comment, uploading files, and images, and many more. For example of 2.0 is the blog site, the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So yung mga binanggit natin dyan ay gumagawa po tayo ng mga accounts. Siyempre nire-require tayo ng account. At the same time, nakikipag-interact tayo dun sa page na yon. So, nakikita dun sa diagram na they are manipulate the web itself or makipag-interact dun sa page na yon. So, nakikipag-interact ka na sa page, nakikipag-interact ka pa sa co-user account mo din. Next, so, what are the features of Web 2.0? So, ito po ang mga features of Web 2.0. So, isa-isahin natin. So, number 1 is the floxonomy. When you say floxonomy, user can classify and arrange information by adding tag or label. Font size, sign, or the hashtag is used in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking site. For example, tinag niya sa Facebook, hashtag Team Kawayan, hashtag Single. So, ano kaya yung purpose bakit merong mga hashtag? So, pag kinlik mo kasi sa hashtag dun sa Facebook na yun, makikita mo kung sino pa yung gumamit dun sa hashtag na yun at sino ba yung makaka-relate dun sa hashtag na yun. So, si Floxonomy, ang picture ni Web 2.0 ay meron po silang mga posting. Nag-aalaw po silang posting at by using the hashtag itself. Next is the rich user experience. Bakit kaya isa ito sa picture of Web 2.0? So, your user can have high interaction with the content of the page and can achieve a level of expertise. So, kagaya dun sa definition ni Web 2.0 ay yung mga user po can interact in the Facebook. So, kaya marami po yung mga user account kagaya po ni 1.0. Kasi si 2.0 makakapag-interact ka sa iba't ibang tao. Next is the user participation. When you say user participation, user can put content on your own in web page just like you comment, evaluation, and etc. For example, si page po, meron siyang pinost. Example, yung issue ni ganito, and then you will be comment, you will be evaluate. So, you will allow to do that. Kaya lang, ang naniniwala tayo na freedom is freedom speech, but syempre dapat limited lang po ang ating comment kasi nowadays po meron po mga taong judgmental na, okay? Di mo na pala alam yung pala sinabi mo, meron na pala natapakan na tao. Next is the long tail. Hindi yung mahabang buntot, ha? Long tail, it is a site that offers services and brings individual and businesses into selling different goods and accommodating such as a shopping like Lazada, Shopee, Zalora, and others. So, pag bukas mo sa Shopee, pwede ka pong magbukas ng sarili mong online business. So, yan po yung long tail. So, ito yung site na yun na kahit na nagbibili ka doon, pwede kang gumawa in your own business. Next is the software as a service. When you say software as a service, user can subscribe to a software when they need it instead of purchasing them. So, ito yung mga software na instead na uh, parang yung kailangan mo na siya pero kailangan mo siya na hindi mo na babayaran. So, meron mga free. For example, yung mga editing apps, syempre, mga kailangan yung mga editing apps. Kasi meron po mga apps na merong mga bayad. So, ito yung mga needs mo na hindi mo na kailangan na bayaran. Okay? Next is the mass participation. So, mass participation, sharing of the diverse information through universal web access. So, sharing. So, in the billions of users, they are sharing and makikita mo lahat na yung mga sinashare nila through Facebook, social networkings, and so on and so forth. Next, the last one is the Web 3.0 or yung tinatawag natin na semantic web. So, here is the new paradigm in web interaction extension of the lead by the World Wide Web Consortium or the W3C, where it's provide a framework that's allow data to be shared and used. So, here is the example dun sa diagram natin. Meron tayong mga online 3D games, mga semantic digital libraries, semantic blogs, virtual worlds and avatars, 3D wikis, intelligent search engines, and many more. So, you can be access them. So, kung si Web 1.0 ay mababasa mo lang, si Web 2.0 ay pwede ka makipag-interact sa page na yun. Sa 3.0 naman, panglahatan na siya. Okay? Next, technologies keep rising and improving every time. Siyempre, kasi dinevelop, so makikita natin yan. Makikita natin yung technology, maka-apekto rin yan sa ating kabuhayan. So the use of technology connects us to the people around the globe and give us current information on the trends in the information and communication. So it shows that the social media is mostly used by the people. Siyempre, ano may yung mga under sa social media, yung Facebook. So ito na kasi yung palagi nilang libangan. Parang medyo yung iba habits nila kahit hindi na sila lumabas. And then, one of the current trends in the information and communication technology. So, let's talk about the trends in ICT. Number one is the convergence. When you say convergence, it refers to fusing of technological advance to work on the similar task. For example, using a smartphone as a camera instead of the SLR camera. So, nowadays yung mga tao kasi, they are a creativity as well. So, pag minsan kasi ang DSLR kasi, it's most expensive. Ngayon, yung ginagawa nila to do their photo shoot, ginagamit nila cellphone and then they are add effects na parang DSLR talaga. So, yun yung convergence. Another example is using a smart cellphone as a video instead using yung video blog aparato, yung kinagamit ng mga vlog. Pero yung nagba-vlog, yung nag-start pa lang sila, they are using their phone. Siyempre, pag nagba-vlog ka na, kumikita ka ng pera, bibili ka na dun sa video blog apparatus. Okay? Next is the social media. When you say social media, an app and a website where user can communicate, create, and share content, and participate in online community. So, let's talk about the types of social media. Next, the number one is the social network. When you say social network, a website where people with the same come together to share information, such as the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram. So, social network, dito po tayo nag-share ng mga information, nagpo-post ng mga information, dito tayo nagre-react, dito tayo nakikipag-chat sa mga friends natin or loved ones natin. So, social network. Next is the social news. Social news, a website where user can post stories and or are ranked based on the popularity through face voting. For example, the Dick, the Reddit, the Properly, the Slashdot, and the Park. So, yung mga binanggit ko, they are not familiar. So, dito familiar sila in the US. Pero, yung mga social news kasi, pwedeng natin igaya dun sa mga Google and si Yahoo. They are posting their stories. Yung pwedeng mag-share ng story ang mga user at the same time yung mga reporters. At the same time, yung mga pwede din silang gawa ng mga voting content. Mga voting content kasi meron na po mga apps or marami na po mga apps na pwede na sila for voting app. Okay? Next is the bookmarking site. When you say bookmarking sites, a website that allow you to share or store internet bookmarks. Article, post, blogs, images, and others. For example, si Pinterest, si Stamp Upon, and saka si Dribble. So, ang familiar lang natin dyan si Pinterest. Si Pinterest ay a lot of pictures. So, you can share, you can copy a picture, you can, o kaya pwede ka mag-share doon. Pwede ka mag-store doon. Or pwede mong i-save yan as a bookmark dun sa computer mo. Next is the media sharing. When you say media sharing, a website that allows you to share and store information or a multimedia file such as a video, photo, and music. For example, the Instagram, YouTube, and Blur. So, yung dalawa, familiar natin. Si Instagram ay puro pictures, si YouTube, puro videos, and music as well. So, kumukuha tayo ng mga music sa YouTube. Kumukuha po tayo sa picture sa Instagram. Next is the microblogging. When you say microblogging, a website that allows you to broadcast short messages. For example, the Twitter and the Meet Me. So, si Twitter, yung character niya dun sa update status niya is less than 100 or I think it's 80 characters lang. So, hindi ka po pwede magsuna doon. You are sharing a story, a short message lang. Kaya pwede mong gawin as your daily diary. Kasi yung ibang mga user then they are using as daily diary. Next is the blogs and forums. A discussion website that allows you to ask question and answer or comment on your journal post by the individual and group. For example, the WordPress and the Blogger. Pag pumunta ka dun sa mga website na yun, you can ask a question. And then meron mga magko-comment sa iyo na users mo or pwede yung mga mismong nasa page na yun. Next is the mobile technology. So, under siya sa trends in ICT. So, when you say mobile technologies, ay technology used in cellular and other devices such as netbook, laptop, tablet, smartphones, and etc. So, meron na mga cellphone yung patupi-tupi, meron na mga cellphone na maliliit, meron na nga watch cellphone. So, yan yung mga mobile technologies. Next is the assistive media. When you say assistive media, a platform that assists people with disability. For example, yung mga bulag. It will guide the individual and blind person by using a audio recording. So, mas maapekto po ang mga bulag. Mas maapekto po yung mga bulag kasi they are not, di po nakikita yung kikita nila sa cellphone. So, they are using a audio recording to search kung saan ba sila pupunta. Or kung gusto nila pumunta sa YouTube at makinig lang sa music. So, in Take a Check, in Generalization, so, please answer this question. In what way in ICT very useful in your study? I repeat, in what way is ICT very useful in your study? So that's it, student. Good day and God bless.